The last thing I remember from my father, he called me on the phone and he asked me, he goes, "Do you want to go to Six Flags again, or do you want to go to Disney World?" And I was like, "I want to go to Disney World." You know, it was something that I wanted to do with him. And I think a few months after that, he passed away.
First right hand just sent it up.
Seven, 8, 9, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's
Still
it.
undefeated and new junior middleweight champion, the notorious Brooklyn Rocky Larson.
My mother was a drug addict. My father was a drug addict. My mother died because she OD'd. My father died when I was 7. You know, he was into drugs. He did clean up, but, you know, he had a gunshot wound complication when he was younger, dealing drugs and doing all that stuff. And the scar tissue built up, and the hospital just kind of let him pass away.
Live through the struggling, life's a everyday. I hustle every day in life, thinking back, taking packs up the block. The older niggas said I couldn't.
Getting older, you know, I was confused, I was hurt. You know, I dealt, and I chose to deal with my pain through the streets. So by the time 18 hit, I realized, okay, I need to make some money. I wanted to be successful once, so I was trying to go about it the wrong way. I sold everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, I sold it. I did robberies. I did a number of stuff. I was locked up several times. I wanted attention, and I used the streets as a way to get attention. You know, I wanted to be that big, tough guy. I wanted to play that role model, that role where it's like, oh, you know, I'm in the streets, I'm doing that, you know? Plus, I was confused and hurt, and I didn't care about life. So at the end of the day, it was like, okay, I die. I did not care about anything. It was like, you know, I'm ready to go. I went to the grand jury and I was looking at 3 to 5 years for a situation that happened. I don't want to get into detail with that one. That's a little in debt. And then, you know, I ended up just really losing it, completely stopped caring. Seeing my brother get killed was just like the end of it. And I wasn't even there. I was locked up at the time in Rikers Island.
Roger, 318 East 3rd Street. In the parking lot, see the parking attendant. Subject vehicle is a white van, unknown license.
Jogging over there, running through to go see, and then looking at the building itself was just tough. You know, I felt the pain. I felt everything that went on that day. You know, going through, see my old apartment, seeing everything just was not easy. You know, I had to kind of really suck it up and just kind of, you know, I miss him, man. I miss my brother a lot with all my heart. I miss my brother. So it's just, I don't know, he was one of those, you know, I was close to. But just having that image there and just reliving that whole moment, it was a rough, like just to get it, you know, feel it. Honestly, I wanted to break down. It was one of those moments where I felt like I needed to break down. It was heartbreaking, man. When I got released, I realized, okay, now is the time for change my life. And I just took boxing, and I was like, you know what, I'm running with it. I ended up in the gym, spoke to my old trainer, and he didn't believe me at first. He was like, yeah, whatever, you know, you're going through a phase, this, that, and the third. And I was like, no, I'm here to box. From there, I just never looked back. And it's really the same life at the end of the day, because it's both hard, except I have a lot more to lose in the streets than I do in boxing. If I lose, I could come back and win again. My opponent in front of me is like, there's nothing you can do to me that hasn't been done to me already.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's it.
I'm Frank Galarza, and I'll never quit.